Look at this badge. It's the signature of the man who put the world on wheels. For over a century, the Ford Motor Company wasn't just a business. It was the heartbeat of the American middle class. It built the cars that built a nation. But as we stand here in 2026, the Blue Oval is facing a crisis of identity that could end a 100-year legacy. The company is literally split in two, torn between the roaring V8 engines that pay the bills and the silent electric motors that represent the future. It's a civil war inside the home of the assembly line. This is the story of the last stand. This is how Ford is fighting to keep the American dream from turning into a corporate nightmare. You see, Ford's problem in 2026 is a math problem that no one knows how to solve. Today, I'm going to reveal the truth about the Model E financial disaster, the secret pressure from the dealers who are revolting against the electric pivot, and why the legendary F-150, the best-selling truck in history, is now the only thing keeping the entire empire from collapsing. This isn't just a business update. It's a masterclass in legacy transformation. If you think Ford is safe because of its history, you haven't seen the bills they are paying to stay in the game. To understand the tension of 2026, we have to look at the split strategy. CEO Jim Farley made a radical move. He divided Ford into Ford Blue for traditional engines and Ford Model E for electric. It looked genius on paper, but in reality, it created a house divided. The gas-powered trucks are printing money, but every cent of that profit is being vacuumed up by the electric division, which is losing billions every single year. In 2026, the question in Detroit isn't, how do we innovate, but how long can the old world fund the new one before everything breaks? It's a high-speed chase where the gas tank is leaking and the battery is at 1%. But the real battlefield is the F-150. For 40 years, this truck has been the king of America. It's not just a vehicle. It's a tool, a status symbol, and a cultural icon. But in 2026, the F-150 is under attack from all sides. The electric Lightning version struggled with range and towing issues that the real truck guys couldn't ignore. Meanwhile, Tesla's Cybertruck and new Chinese electric pickups are offering tech and prices that Ford simply can't match. If Ford loses the truck market, they lose everything. They are fighting to prove that an old dog can not only learn new tricks, but can do them better than the tech giants. Inside the boardrooms in Dearborn, the vibe is survival mode. They are cutting costs everywhere, laying off thousands of white-collar workers, and trying to simplify a manufacturing process that has become too complex and too expensive. In 2026, Ford is realizing that building a car is easy, but building a software-defined vehicle is a nightmare. They are struggling with the same code crisis that hit Volkswagen, trying to integrate AI and autonomous driving into a legacy platform that wasn't built for it. They are trying to change the engines of a plane while it's flying at 30,000 feet. Let's talk about the dealer revolt. In 2026, the relationship between Ford and its thousands of independent dealers has reached a breaking point. Ford wants them to invest millions in chargers and new showrooms. But the dealers are seeing the electric inventory sit on the lots while the gas-powered Broncos and Mustangs fly off the shelves. This internal friction is the silent killer. You can have the best technology in the world, but if your sales force doesn't want to sell it, you have a pile of expensive metal. Ford is fighting a two-front war, one against Silicon Valley and another against its own distribution network. Look at the global retreat. In 2026, Ford has almost entirely pulled out of markets like South America and parts of Asia to focus on its pro-commercial business and its American roots. They are becoming a niche giant. They realize they can't win everywhere, so they are doubling down on what they do best: commercial vans and trucks. This pivot to Ford Pro is the secret weapon that might just save them. By focusing on the businesses that need reliable fleets, Ford is building a recurring revenue stream that is less volatile than the consumer market. It's a smart move, but it's a smaller world than the one Henry Ford imagined. So what is the end game for Ford? In the business world of late 2026, rumors are circulating about a potential mega merger. Some say Ford might have to join forces with another giant just to handle the massive R&D costs of the next decade. The independence that the Ford family has fought for so long is under threat. They are a company that is too big to be a boutique and too small to fight the trillion-dollar tech platforms alone. They are stuck in the middle, and in 2026, the middle is the most dangerous place to be. The lesson for every entrepreneur is that your greatest strength can become your greatest weakness. Ford's history gave them the brand, but it also gave them the baggage. They are carrying the weight of pension plans, old factories, and a century of doing things a certain way. To survive 2026, they don't just need better batteries. They need to kill the ghost of the old Ford to let the new one live. It's a painful, bloody process, and there is no guarantee of success. Will the blue oval survive the decade? Can Jim Farley turn the F-150 into the iPhone of trucks? Or will Ford become a secondary player in a world dominated by Chinese batteries and Silicon Valley software? The world of 2026 is moving toward a future of autonomous, electric mobility, and Ford is desperately trying to stay in the driver's seat. One thing is certain: the Ford you knew, the company of the 20th century, is already gone. What's left is a fighter who refuses to go down. The era of simple hardware is facing its final sunset. The era of integrated intelligence is already here. What do you think? Is your next truck going to be a Ford, or have you already moved on? Let me know in the comments below. We're watching the giants so you can see the moves before they happen. Hit that subscribe button and stay ahead of the curve. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.